It's the Carabao Cup quarter-final.
This was a goal which we thought would beat Arsenal in their own turf. It wasn't to be. As you can see from that result at the end, it was a 2-2. Not too bad at all. We were down to 10 men and we went 2-1 up with a couple of minutes to go with that own goal. Fantastic own goal. Yeah, we'd almost won it, and we almost won it with 10 men, would you believe? It came out of nowhere, that result, to be perfectly honest. And what we're doing as well now is playing away from home. We're changing formation. We're having to go a little bit similar to what we did in the last game against Spurs, I guess, before we decided to go all in for it. But since the Spurs game, we did have a friendly. We had a couple of weeks break and we beat Rostillan 6-0. Ennis on the score sheet with 2 goals. Reece, Cole, Morley, Blin and Pietro. Just a rotator's side, but a 6-0 win all the same. Hoping it would help us or spur us into the next game against Chelsea, which it didn't really happen at all, did it? 3-0 at home. Very, very disappointing. Followed that up with a 2-2 draw with Southampton. Very, very pleasing this game, considering we were 2-0 down with 20 minutes to go, and Pietro and Friend scoring. Yes, Pietro and Friend. We weren't a different formation, like I was saying. Against the away teams and probably more than likely the tougher teams as well, but that was a formation there. Forgot we had this screen. 4-4-2 we were going, and it worked reasonably well, and I think we pushed on towards the end and we went attacking or something like that. We followed that up with a fantastic victory against Brighton. Dooku scoring for his first goal, Diddy, and then Arnold as well. As you can see, no strikers. They did get one back in the 83rd minute after a mistake by Laird at the back. Yeah, Laird did play, and I instantly regretted it at that point. He was doing all right to there, and then obviously we had the 2-2 draw, which we did go 1-0 down. Players sent off, and then we found ourselves 2-1 up with 15 to go. And then in the 91st minute, I think they missed a penalty. I'm sure they did. I'm absolutely positive they missed a penalty to boot as well. They did, yeah. Celso missing a penalty on the 28th minute, so it could have gone a lot worse. And once again, Botelli, 7.1, another 7+ rating. But all in all, we weren't doing too bad. One loss against Chelsea, as you would expect. But today we've got Aston Villa, and then we've got Southampton in the Carabao Cup. Hopefully we're going to go a little bit better than the 2-2 draw. But again, it's away from home, but this time it's televised, so more revenue money. Finances, they have increased our wages budget ready for the January window. We just might want to increase our transfer budget as well. But it's gone up to £914,000 per week, nearly £1 million a week. We are somewhat off that 150,000, so we've got a little bit of leeway. So Aston Villa it is. We are reverting back to the 4-2-3-1 formation, but if need be, we could always do that formation as well, so it kind of works. So with Hughes and Arnold being able to play in their positions is an absolute godsend, although Kloss doesn't like playing up front. But this is the formation we're going with, Botelli. He is playing absolutely magnificently. We have got him until 2030, so we really want to time out. 23 grand a week. What a star. His averaging isn't that great, actually. 6.94. He's been hitting 7s in the past couple of games. 7.1 there, a 7 there, 6.9. Okay, so he is gradually getting better and better and better. And I just don't think Muric would have been up to the task, though, to be perfectly honest. Just out incidentally, 5 clean sheets already, 22 goals conceded. I'm reasonably happy with that. But back to the team. Botelli is going to start in goal. Norville Williams comes back at right back. We have got Diddy, Buongiorno and Colotti at the back. Morley and Robertson going to play together. We have got suspension to Matt O'Reilly. Too many yellow cards. What would you expect, I guess? Kloss attacking midfield just ahead of them with Arnold and Hughes out on the wings, and then we've got Fryn up front. Pietro, yes, he's okay, but he's just really struggling this season, really struggling. I mean, 18 goals last season was absolutely fantastic, but he's nowhere near that at the moment. Fryn, on the other hand, he has got the goals in the Premiership, I believe. 8 goals in 15. And it's pretty consistent. Had a good season in the Championship, our promotion season. But yeah, it's not a patch on. He's already got to where he is in half the games as he did last season. So it seems to be they're taking in turns between the pair of them. But the 4-4-2 formation we can use, and it pitches them both together at long last. I just may have to go 4-2-4 on point or 4-4-2, depending how well we go. If we're winning and we're under the cosh, we'll drop players back. It's a no-brainer at that point. Aston Villa, on the other hand, they lost to Norwich. They beat West Brom, drew with West Ham, lost to Southampton and beat Everton. So Everton at the moment, if you look at the table, we're lying in 10th position. Not too shabby, I have to say. Everton are second from bottom. 10 points, 2 wins from 16. Amazing. For a team of that calibre, being right at the very bottom as well. After losing some of the big players over the summer, I guess that's what happens. Aston Villa are below us. 3 points will take us closer to Burnley in 9th. We won't move anywhere, but we will be closer to that top half. And to be perfectly honest, I've set a target of the middle of the table, 10th position. That's where I want to be. That's an interesting formation by Aston Villa. What on earth is cracking on here? I think they're just 10 men behind the ball. That's what they're doing, and I don't think that's really fair. The University of Bolton have another spectacle, and again a game which probably one of the teams that we need to beat. Play again. We need to win. That's a good effort. I couldn't get my words out then. The 10 people behind the ball, we've got to try and break them down. How? I've got no idea. A bit of creativity then. Without O'Reilly, it's going to be very, very difficult. Kloss with it's a penalty by looks of things. Something's cracked off there. We're not quite sure what happened, but it looks like there was a push. But Arnold tucks it away fantastically. That's his fifth of the season actually. I thought it was his third, but it's his fifth. He's proven to be a very, very good buy. We tried to get Sadio Mane again from Villa. I wonder if he's actually playing, but he wanted some ridiculous money, £185,000 a week. We could only offer a maximum of 85, so there was no way he was coming. The worst thing is that we almost had him at the beginning of the season. Aston Villa, they haven't got him. He's on the bench, Mane. I don't think he's earning that much money yet. It's an effort. Morley had an effort. We welcome back Morley in the midfield, and we know he can strike from outside the box. I'm just hoping. Nobody's hit a 7 either, so digressing once again. But the shots are flying in. We're all over this. I'm not going to lie, and we're doing reasonably well. Villa have not had a look in, he says. Right, let's just change it a little bit. Friend can come off. We're going to bring in Pietro for the last 10 minutes. And Dooku can come on for Kloss, I think. On attack. He can go up there on attack. Let's do that. We don't want to change things too much. As if we're winning, we don't want to change it at all. If we only just change the top players at the top of the pitch, it shouldn't matter what's happening behind them, I hope. But looks like we're going to go into a brilliant victory. A victory in the Premiership is anything but a miracle at the moment, but that is a fantastic result. And again, another full house. All I can say is we are getting a full house every time we come to the University of Bolton. 28,000 doesn't seem an awful lot, but because we're filling it, it seems immense. 16 shots, 18 on target. Villa mustered only 2 off target. 1-0 win is all that's needed. We overran them by 7 kilometres. Average rating, not the best at all, I have to say. 12 shots in the first half. Second half was just boring. But it doesn't matter. We are in 10th position. 2 points now behind West Ham. So did they win? They lost, what, 2-1 to Man City. Man City have been putting the goals away, not so much against West Ham. Excellent effort, guys. Well played. Wow, I can't believe it. Another victory. We are on a roll, and it just seems to be working. And while they're all happy and what have you, this is what we're. Who's out for 5 today? Liam, who's out now for 5 days? Oh hell! If we have got Gomez that can play there as well. So if he's fit, he'll play. But if not, well, we don't know what we're going to do at all. We'll send the assistant to that one instead. As I inspire Bolton to remain unbeaten. Right, okay. It seems Cats has the Midas touch right now, as his latest tactical adjustment ensured Bolton's unbeaten run continued against Villa. Cats' decision is to change to a Gegenpress based system. I wasn't even aware. Was rewarded with another positive result. and ensured that the steady acclaim from fans and pundits alike only continues to grow with each additional match, with its team remains undefeated. Their optimistic mood and hope to have reason to celebrate come to the end of the season are putting together a good campaign to date. Yeah, you know what? I'm loving it. But now we turn our attention to the Carabao Cup, which is going to be coming in just a few days' time, in which case I am going to rest my players. In fact, I'll rest all of them because some of them are going to be playing. So we'll do that one day. Fixtures are coming thick and fast, providing we stay in the Cup. Southampton are up against Liverpool next as well, so let's just have a look at that final result. Liverpool beat them 1-0. So Liverpool back in the chase up at the top. Man City are racing away. United are dropping off drastically. 3 points behind now. Tottenham have a chance as well. A game in hand. Right, we're going to go over to the Carabao Cup at Southampton. We'll see you guys in a few seconds. Welcome to the St Mary's Stadium in Southampton for the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Yes, we've made it to the quarter-final. How? I've just got no idea. We just seem to win on penalties. So I'm hoping we get... Well, if it gets to penalties, I'm fairly confident. There's going to be a couple of changes. Buongiorno is suspended for the game, so Leo comes in. Gomez comes in for Liam Hughes, who's taken a little bit of a knock, and Ennis comes in for Pietro as well because he was kind of sicky, so he's been absent for the last couple of days, so he's not fit enough. We're going to have Bartoli in goal. We've got Norville, Williams, Didi, Leo and Colotti at the back. Very, very strong at the back. I'm just wondering, the only weak link really is Leo, unfortunately. As good a player he is, it's just unfortunate he is one of our weakest links. Arnold, O'Reilly, Robertson and Gomez. We welcome back O'Reilly, very much needed as well. Ennis and Friend, like I say, up front. Southampton are coming with Maddison as probably the main playmaker in there. And Harry Winks, the dirty player. If you watched last season, you'll know why. Tried to give him a little bit of a morale boost. It didn't kind of work for him, did it? Does it look like a full capacity? I don't see many empty seats there, and don't know what Southampton's capacity is. But it would be interesting to know if you want to pop it down in the comments below. It would be interesting to see how many we have got there and see if there's anybody that's actually travelled down south. Maybe made a weekend of it. About what day is it? It's a 7:45 kickoff, so I'm assuming it's midweek. Which, Bartoli comes in. I keep saying Balotti, it's not Balotti, it's Bartoli. Frin races forward. And he's penaltied, he's been taken out. That's a stonewall penalty. Look at that. Who's going to take it? Arnold's been taking them recently. Is he going to be taking it again? He is. Are we going to get a lead? He smashes it into the same corner every time. We're 1-0 up, people. 6th goal of the season. He's probably scored about 4 or 5 penalties, actually, to be perfectly honest. But that's a 1-0 lead. It's a wonderful penalty. Low to the right-hand side. Goalkeeper stands no chance. And we're 1-0 up. We're playing balanced, a 4-4-2 formation, so we're going to leave it as it is. We don't need to change anything. Robertson with the ball away to Ennis, I think it was. And the ball's played all the way back to Virginia. He's in goal. Lofts it up. And, yeah, they kind of play it to feet, don't they? They get it to their own individual people, which is what we try and do. And what an overlap. And Arnold, he just could have ran with it really, couldn't he? Harry Winks once again. Boo! Get off. Can we not get him a sent off? Yeah, we don't play like that, do we? We don't play to get players sent off. We just... Wow. Though, if that was ever an opportunity to let them come in and score, that was it. Right before half-time. Not probably the best bit of play. But Weaver was left all on his own. I mean, what happened to Gomez? He just stopped dead. Why did you just stop dead? And we just left that whole goal there. Leo, that's why you're probably one of our weakest links. I really shouldn't have said that before the game, shouldn't I? You probably heard me. We're still going to say excellent effort, guys, but I think we're going to go a little bit more a positive approach. Half an hour to go. Can we do something here? To Shrewsbury beating Chelsea in the other one. Wow. That is a turn up for the Bucks. I don't really want to change anything if I can avoid it. We may have a chance here though. Cross comes in. Nobody there. He gets wellied up front, but Dide does collect it though. Plays to Norville Williams. Riley. He's looking for some... Arnold off the... Oh my word. If that only fell to one of our players, we may have put that in the back of the net. But that is a an unlucky chance that was. Right, okay, we're just going to change it a little bit now, because if we're going to get anybody with penalties, can Kloss take a penalty taken? He's 7. That's not great either. Is it Duka? Can you take a penalty? Yeah, 7 for you as well. Wonderful. What about Solis? This guy on the right-hand side. Penalty take. Yeah, we're not going to have him. He's from our under-23s as backup to Arnold on the right-hand side if need to be. Blink, can you take a penalty? No. Can none of these take penalties? Reece Cole, I'm sure you can. No, you can't. Well, 7. Is 7 the average? Do we change anything at all? Not sure about Gomez. He's got 10 penalty taken. Okay, maybe we just play it as it is. If it gets to extra time, then I'll change a few players. But it looks like it's going right through to the distance. Straight penalties then. Okay, so who do we have in? Are we confident? I'm hoping we are. They are our best penalty takers, I guess. But composure. This is what we want though. Matt O'Reilly. We want Matt O'Reilly on this, but he's got awful penalty taking. Awful. Did he? Oh, you know what? I really don't know what to think here. I'm just not sure about... we're going to just do that as well. Right, okay. Straight into penalties then. We'll just change a couple around, but let's see if Fren can do the job. Straight into the corner. Wonderful start. We're 1-0 up. We're up and running. Cooper Muniz, left footer, and he's missed. He's absolutely smashed that wide, as it said in the Arnold. Where are you going to put it? You're going to put it at the top right hand corner, like you often do. You don't. You switch it round. Wonderful. That kept him guessing, didn't it? And that's why we have him as a penalty taker, obviously, because I didn't obviously pick him. Maddison, we could do with a miss here. He places it. It was a wonderful goal though. Gomez. Now this is one player I was unsure about, but he has got a 10 penalty, so we'll have a look. Smashes it in the back of the net. This is for the semi-final, guys. A save and a goal. Harry Winks. Boo! Get off. Boo! Ah, damn it. In off the post. Darn it. He scores. So Maddison and Harry Winks. Boo. Go on, Ennis. Oh my word, what a mess. Kenny now. We could do with a... hang on a minute. Are we losing here? Are we losing? He's placed it in the back of the net now. Right, it's all down to us. It's sudden death now, isn't it? I guess. 4 penalties each. Riley, let's put it in the back of the net. Smashes it in. That's wonderful stuff. Right, a big, big save coming up. Come on. We don't want to go to anybody else. Leo, did he take a penalty? I hope he didn't. Neziri? On Neziri. Let's see if he's going to miss it as we just wander to the goal. Go on, Batoli. You can do it, son. Save this. He's missed anyway. Where's the road? Yes! It could be a trophy on the cards for ourselves this season. We've won on penalties yet again. We've gone and done it, guys, in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. What is 31,500? We bring 737 fans away with us. To be honest, a midweek game, that's probably not bad to go from one end of the country to the other. We end up with 10 shots with 5 on target. How well did we do? Not too well in the second half. We were just hanging on in there, really, weren't we? Either way, O'Reilly with the winner. And they missed 2 penalties. And they weren't saved either. They were flattened wide. Right, changing rooms. Excellent effort, guys. Passionate, I say. People had written it off today. You proved them all wrong. Well done. That was a great result. Well done, guys. Do we get any extra money for that? I'm assuming we do. But either way, we are in the semi-final. I keep wanting to say final now. We're in the 2. And Chelsea are out. Chelsea are out. They lost to Shrewsbury. Wouldn't that be something if we picked up Shrewsbury in the next game? Southampton pay the penalty. They certainly do. Arsenal are through. We are through. Shrewsbury are through. Liverpool are through. We want Shrewsbury. We want Shrewsbury. I don't know when the draw for the next round is, though, to be fair. Right, with no draw forthcoming, we're going to carry on with a few more games and until it does happen. Do we play Bournemouth again? I'm probably sick and tired of playing Bournemouth, but it just seems like a team we can beat at the moment. Do we play Newcastle or Blackburn, or do we play Bolton and Man United? I think we'll come back to the Newcastle-Blackburn game, I think. FA Cup third round, see if we can progress in the FA Cup. Remembering no penalties, it will go to a replay in that. I don't know if there's extra time either, actually, to be perfectly honest, but we could See what happens there. But home to Newcastle, home to Blackburn. Get us ready for the Carabao. It's the Carabao Cup. We're going to win a trophy this season. That's what I'm putting it all down to. I want to win a trophy. I'm hoping so. What's the vision at the moment? They're relatively pleased on all counts. Right, we'll leave it there. If you enjoyed that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more new to the channel, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, thanks very much for watching. Thank you.